I am living proof that a 15-year-old can have a child and actually make a successful life. When I found out, I told my sister, and she said, "Oh, Mum's going to kill you." And then my mum had a friend living with her, so I told him to tell my mum because I was too scared to tell her. So he told my mum, and she pulled me to one side and she said, "So what have you got to tell me?" And I said, "Well, I'm having a baby." She went, "No, you're not." I said, "I'm having a baby." And with that, she walked out and left me. And then she said, "Well, you need to tell your dad." So I rang my dad, and he disowned me right up until Kieran was born. I came to the hospital the night Kieran was born, apparently looking for an apology, which he never got. I had no money. I got £75 a week income support. I had no support from his dad. I was living in a house that had a flooded garden, which gave mould all the way up the side of the house. There was a lot of arguments between me and his dad. I basically brought Kieran up from the day he was born. And eventually the house got robbed and my whole house just got trashed, and I became homeless because I refused to go back to the house. And at this point I hit rock bottom. My partner was abusive and I literally hit rock bottom. I had no self-esteem, no confidence, and I had nothing. So I went to the women's centre and sat there at the table, broke down in tears with Kieran running around. He was about 1.5, and she suggested going to the Green Gables. I remember going into the reception area and meeting Sue and Janine, and she was like talking me through where everything is, and there's the main office and there's 24-hour support. And then she drove me up to my house, which had just been bought and renovated, and when I walked in I was absolutely amazed at how fantastic it were. Next door to the Green Gables there was a little library, and it was called a toy library, and every week me and Kieran used to go to the toy library and get him a toy, because I couldn't financially afford some of the toys that the children were having. I used to go there, pay like 20p a day for the toy, and then we'd go home and play with the toy like all night, and then we'd go back and change it. And he used to really, really enjoy that. I left Green Gables and I moved into my new house, and then I was looking for a new job, and I saw a table for JTL, plumbing and electrical. So I put my name down, and then within 3 days I got a phone call back saying, "Do you want the job? We're offering you a place. All you have to do is go and complete your exam." And I'm like, "Oh no, I'm all right." I said, "I've got a job now, I'm fine, thank you." And I put the phone down and I'm like, "What have you just done?" This is an amazing opportunity. So I rang him straight back and said, I want the job. And my first interview, I got the job within 15 minutes of walking out of the interview. So I've made a really big impression, and that was the start of my new career as an electrician. To start off with, I found it very difficult. There was a lot of older men with the stigma that women shouldn't be an electrician. I have had to work harder than any man just to try and fit in, but it's definitely worth it. So eventually over the years I've kind of realised that you're there to do a job, you're just as good as a man, get it done. And once you get over the challenges of being a woman, the opportunities are endless.